is in the air. We are racing. Maybe a little contact right there as the two. Nick Sanchez got to the back of the 98.
Look, the 98 maybe stumbled just a tick right at the initial start. Has her going now, though.
Yeah, that truck was really solid in the brief practice session we had earlier today, as was that 38 of Lane Riggs.
Look at Taylor Gray.
I was going to say, I also love what Taylor Gray was doing in practice. We heard his crew chief say this is a brand new truck for us. Looks like they built a good one.
And we know how important this race is to Jeff Hensley. This is a home race for him. He's from right here in Martinsville.
Oh, there's a Nice truck slowing on the front straightaway. I don't know.
Is that the 41 or 44?
44, I think.
Gosh darn
Matt
it.
Gould talking about the nice job he was doing earlier. He's got a problem.
Yeah, not under power, obviously, as slow as he's going. May not be able to make it to pit road. Is at the entrance to turn 3.
He could whip in right there. That's what he does. Oh, that's what he almost did. It's not going to happen.
He might be able to get to the entrance to pit road. Once he gets there, then he'll be fine.
Yeah, I've got nothing. It's a shut off.
Yeah, as I suspected, not under power. I'm not sure he's going to make it to pit road, guys.
Maybe he could use a starter to bump him along.
And Matt Gould is relaying to his team that the truck just set off. It's kind of a disappointment, I know, will be for Matt. I was talking to the team prior to this race, and Matt just had the biggest smile on his face after qualifying, coming into his second Craftsman Trucks race. He was feeling pretty good, knowing what to expect out of a truck as opposed to being in an initial start for him. And I talked to his dad, Phil Gould, and was like, well, what's this experience like for you, Phil? He said, this is nerve-wracking.
Look at this move. We're winding this stage up. Just 2 to go. Raj's struggling right now. Look at that block he threw. And it hit him, and he ran in the back of the guy that just passed him.
So Christian Eckes, Ty Majeski, Nick Sanchez, and Taylor Gray. There's that 7 truck on the move I mentioned inside the top 10.
And when somebody opens the door, you better hop in it, hadn't you?
When the spotter says clear, you take it right then. Ooh, problems for Raja. We're hearing that Raja got into the wall. He's just trying to feel out. He knows he's on the final lap of this stage, and Eckes is gonna, gosh, come awfully close to cementing his way in.
I mean, just
to that championship 4 along with Majeski.
It's gonna happen soon. It hasn't happened yet, but it's got to be so close.
So caution is out for the end of stage number 1. Christian Eckes picks up his 10th stage win of 2024. Here we go, second restart of the night. Christian Eckes once again on the inside. Ty Majeski, Nick Sanchez, Corey Heim, your first 2 rows. Great restart by Eckes. He picks up stage win number 1. Remember, he was perfect here in the spring, won both stages and the race. See Corey Heim back there in the 11th.
Look at that dive by Nick Sanchez. Got alongside Majeski, clips the curve. They get together.
Oh,
man, sometimes that can cut that left rear tire.
Look at Corey Heim, going to try to take advantage. Pulls right in behind Sanchez.
I just respect so much how these guys keep their cool when they get cut off like that. They don't just run over the guy ahead of them. There's a lot of give and take, even though there's so much aggression. More take for sure than give, but people understand. If someone gets a bit of a nose in there, they're going to send it.
But I think late in this race, I'm not sure we're going to see that respect like we're seeing now either.
I know we won't.
Here in the Truck Series. But there's a 71.
Look how loose that truck looks.
Doing all he can do. He needs to keep that 19 behind him if he can, but I just don't know if he has enough truck to do it, guys.
Going to be a tough task. You heard Regan talk about the issues. It's still not right for Raja Carruth doing all he can to hold off Christian Eckes. So we have 7 laps remaining in stage number 2.
Now Raja Carruth becomes a big Jack Wood fan. Jack is the next guy ahead of Eckes and Carruth and wants to make sure if he can't stay on the lead lap, Jack does.
You can see Raja just can't get down in the corner. Once he gets to the center of the corner, then he's fine, but he just can't get down in the corner, and that's where he's going to lose that spot and lose that lap to Christian Eckes.
There you see, just ahead of the leader. Next truck in line, Jack Wood.
So Raja Carruth goes a lap down. Christian Eckes just continues to dominate this field.
I'm not sure if bleeding the brakes is going to fix that. If you have enough brakes for for both rears and the right front to be glowing the rotors. I'm not sure that bleeding the brakes is going to fix that. He may have something wrong with the brake line there or something. I'm not sure what it is. And
Tyler Ankrum, this 18 truck has just come to life, guys. He's working his way, trying to get around Caden Honeycutt for that 8th position, and that's great news. That means he'll pick up some stage points here as long as he stays in position.
Eckes around Matt Mills. That's that free pass position that just took Raja Caruth out of.
There's Jack Wood. Jack's the next truck. Caution is out. Caution.
Caution is out for the 0-2 Dylan Lupton.
Hard
Big
contact.
impact.
Boy, it just came one lap too late for Raja, didn't it?
Oh, all by himself, too. Generally, when you see someone spin up into the wall, they were trying to protect a position. Be interesting to see how these old tires hold up here.
Unbelievable job for the 19 team getting their driver out there. Meanwhile, Ben Rhodes restarts on the front row for the first time. Nice restart for him.
See 3 wide mid-pack.
We're going to have that.
There's a battle of Nick Sanchez on the inside of Ty Majeski. That's for 3rd.
As you see Nick Sanchez pull to the inside of Ben Rhodes, and he's going to make quick work of this position. I think Majeski will follow right along. Those have been the best 3 trucks all night long, and they're going to surface in the top 3.
Amanda said, she talked to Sanchez. He said, this is the easiest scenario for us. We have to go out and win. There's nothing else about it. Can't count points. We're not looking at that. And right now he's got his sights set on one more truck, and that's the 19 of Eckes. If there's any slip up with Eckes and Sanchez can capitalize, he would immediately race next Friday for a championship. We didn't see him for years and years and years at Martinsville, so it's special to get to do this. It's a big night. It's a playoff elimination night, and the caution is out for Caden Honeycutt.
Well, that could change things. You see some contact with the outside wall for the 45 truck, Caden Honeycutt.
He stopped just between turns 1 and 2. Now he's rolling again. He was 13th at that time.
Like it went in maybe nose first, Phil. I don't know. Is the right front down?
Right front's down now. We don't know whether it went down and caused this or.
Has the looks of that's what happened.
It does, exactly. Good bit of damage to that Nice truck.
Christian Eckes, the winner of stage 1 and stage 2. Control truck right now, but Nick Sanchez wants to change it. He's got to win if he gives himself a shot next week. Ty Majeski on the bottom.
You know his marching orders was don't let the 2 win, so he's going to hang right there on the bottom. Can he stay there? Moves him up a bit on entry.
Can't quite clear him.
That's exactly what Christian Eckes wants to look in that mirror and see.
Look at Stuart Friesen to the bumper of the 98.
That's going to help Sanchez.
It turned him sideways a little bit. That allowed Sanchez to squirt out in front of him.
I think Taylor Gray thinks he might be the best truck on this track as well right now. His crew chief was telling him, keep digging, be smooth. We can get these guys. Michael, you were talking, he's running some of the fastest lap times around this place right now. It was a last-minute decision for them to dip into pit road and take 4 tires and get Taylor Gray back there for an opportunity. It is to win it to play in Phoenix.
It was a really solid late decision, Amanda. He is the only truck in the same area code of Christian Eckes.
We've now reached our Craftsman 20 to go.
Yeah, Taylor Gray, I think, is going to need a caution flag. He needs to get a caution, get closed up.
Look at him
trying to move Nick Sanchez out of the way. He's going to be able to get by Sanchez, I think. He's still showing about 3 seconds behind. Oh, and there's that caution flag.
Brett Moffitt, a lot of damage to the left rear in the 81 of Corey Day.
Tanner Gray was involved as well.
That's the break that Taylor Gray needed.
I'm telling you, Phil, Taylor Gray is desperate. He needs that win. We talked about it. Throwing that Hail Mary.
If Sanchez will take the outside on the restart, then that will put Taylor Gray potentially put Taylor Gray right behind our leader Eckes, Michael.
Brett's having trouble getting fired back off. There he goes. Big damage to the left rear of that number 4 truck.
Check out right here. That's Dean Thompson, the 5 truck behind the 15 of Tanner Gray.
Whoa.
That's just a situation where he's just going to dump him. Probably mad about the block. Looked like Tanner Gray was down the racetrack some, and Johnny Sauter was an innocent victim of that.
A lot of damage.
Well, I don't ever like to say I told you so, but that's push comes to shove, and
A lot of shoving.
That's a lot of shoving.
What can Nick Sanchez do on the inside of row number 2? Ben Rhodes takes a peek.
We saw Taylor Gray work that outside groove a lot earlier in this race. He's got that second spot.
Sanchez slips back to 3rd. It didn't pay off for him. This is it.
And look who's right there hanging with Eckes. Taylor Gray's on the bumper, gives him a little bit of a nudge.
11 laps to go.
Caution.
Caution is out again. Turn 2. Johnny Sauter. Here we go. 5 laps to go. Christian Eckes, Taylor Gray on the front row. How aggressive does Taylor get?
Did he get too aggressive? See, he got the...
He gets the jump.
Got the jump. Did he jump too soon? We'll have to see what NASCAR says. Oh, there's contact between our leaders.
Now will Eckes move the 17? Yes, he will.
He
move
moves
the 17.
Taylor Gray up the track. Christian Eckes takes over the lead. Here comes Ben Rhodes in 2nd.
On those tires.
How aggressive does Ben Rhodes get to help out his teammate?
Well, he
just saw the 19 move the 17. There's no doubt he was going to use that bumper.
And if he gets in front of him, it looks like the 19 will use his bumper again.
Ben Rhodes got the message. We need you to be a team player right now. Christian Eckes 2nd.
Looked like Ben got a nice run off that corner, but it's not going to be enough. There's the bumper. And way up the hill he goes.
Who's going to be in 2nd on the last corner? That may be the key to who wins this race.
Look at this battle for the lead. They both wash up the racetrack.
And Chase Purdy, where'd he come from?
I guarantee you the spotters are saying, Phil, he's using his bumper. Go use yours. But I don't know if Chase has enough to get there.
Taylor Gray, Nick Sanchez side by side. They're both in must-win situations. That's a battle for 4th and 5th. Coming out of turn 4. White flag is in the air. Christian Eckes leads it. 1 lap to go. Taylor Gray had his shot.
And he got a shot in the back that knocked him out of the way.
Christian Eckes wasn't afraid to be aggressive right back. It has been his night. He has absolutely dominated. Has led 187 laps, and he gets it done. Christian Eckes wins at Martinsville and punches his first ticket to the championship 4. Charles Denike and that team, what a season. And there's the bumper right there. Taylor Gray not happy with the contact.
Probably some angry people there, but I was not going to let this lose its race. Awesome truck, guys. Great job.
Just remember, you got to go to Phoenix now.
Yeah, these drivers have long memories.
Not losing this race obviously was very important, but winning the next one would be.
There was a lot of contact, but nothing egregious like we talked about. Just do it.
I would call it a little bit over the line.
For Taylor Gray and Christian Eckes.
Yeah, without a doubt, yeah.
Hi, I'm Parker Kligerman. For more access like this from Pit Road, be sure to click and subscribe to the Motorsports on NBC YouTube channel.